Good evening. Being 7 p.m., I'll call to order the McHenry County Board regular meeting of January 20th, 2026, and Ms. Von Bergen will lead us in the pledge tonight.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And for our invocation this evening, we have Senior Pastor John Gaynor from Grace Fellowship Church in Woodstock.
Thank you, everyone, for allowing me to come here and to open our time together with prayer. Let's pray. Almighty God, we pause at the beginning of this meeting to express our gratitude and for the opportunity to live and to serve in this country. We thank you for the freedoms that we enjoy, for the community that we share, and for all those who work for the safety and well-being of our neighbors. As this board begins its work for this new year, we ask that you would grant wisdom for the decisions that will be made, clarity when the issues are complex, unity of purpose even when our opinions differ. Give these leaders integrity in every matter, courage to do what is right, and humility to listen carefully. May all that is said and done today be marked by fairness, honesty, and a sincere desire to promote the good of all people. We pray that the things said here, the things done here, and even the thoughts of our minds would honor and glorify you. We ask all these things with gratitude in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Mr. Terrio, will you please call the roll?
Altoff. Campbell. Collins.
Here.
Gadamuller. Greeno. Hendricks. Kaminsky.
Present.
Kearns.
Here.
Krieger.
Here.
Kunkel.
Here.
Sager. Shorten.
Here.
Scala.
Present.
Smith.
Here.
Sullivan.
Here.
Thomas.
Here.
Van Hoff.
Present.
Von Bergen.
Here.
Someone just joined the teams when you were doing it. I'm not sure who it is. We have 14 present in person.
Okay. Caller on the line with the phone number ending in 95. Is this Ms. Greeno?
Yes.
Okay. Having a quorum, I'll entertain a motion to allow Mr. Sager, Ms. Krieger, and Ms. Greeno to attend remotely. Mr. Kunkel makes the motion. Mr. Gadamuller seconds. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against, motion carries. Next, I'll entertain a motion to adopt the agenda. Mr. Scala makes the motion, seconded by Mr. Kearns. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against, motion carries.
Aye.
Next, I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of previous meetings. Mr. Scala makes the motion, Mr. Kunkel seconds. Any discussion, changes? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Against,
Aye.
Aye.
motion carries. So good evening. I have several items to report to the county board before we move on to tonight's agenda. I'll start out my report with some great news. Later in the day, following last Thursday's committee of the whole, we found out that the notice we received terminating our federal SAMHSA grant that funds our drug court program was an error. We are not losing that funding. The drug court is a vital specialty courts program that produces real results and reduces recidivism, and I'm relieved that its federal funding will continue. Thank you so much to our U.S. representatives, Darren LaHood, Jan Schakowsky, Brad Schneider, and Bill Foster for taking the time to look into this for us and help us understand the issue. Congratulations to the McHenry County Workforce Network for holding a successful job fair last Wednesday, which hosted 8 employers and 52 job seekers and got covered by the Woodstock Independent. The job fair is one of three workforce networks holding in workforce network holding in January to help people who want to find new jobs with the new year. Their third and final job fair is bringing together staffing firms recruiting a variety of positions in and around McHenry County. It takes place from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Wednesday, January 28th at the Workforce Network's headquarters at 500 Russell Court in Woodstock. If you're a veteran, the doors are open for you at 10:30 a.m. to give you first crack at talking with companies that are hiring. Thank you to the Workforce Network for putting all this together and to County Administration for spreading the word through social media and the MCH Thrive e-newsletter. Earlier this evening, I learned that McHenry County has once again earned national recognition for its excellence in financial reporting. This is the 27th consecutive year that the Government Financial Officers Association has bestowed a certificate of achievement on McHenry County for its annual comprehensive financial report. The report clearly communicates McHenry County's audited year-end fiscal activities and can be reviewed on the county's website under the Finance Department page. Congratulations to CFO Carrie Wise and her dedicated team for once again winning this award and upholding McHenry County's culture of financial excellence and accountability. Once again, McHenry County College is inviting the public to its annual People in Need Forum to learn about the abundance of resources and support available for county residents needing assistance. The forum takes place from 8:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday, January 31st. Exhibitors and speakers will cover issues such as immigration, senior care, caregiver resources, food insecurity, mental health, employment, and more. Besides helping people seeking assistance, the forum is an excellent resource and networking opportunity for social service agencies, faith-based organizations, civic groups, law enforcement, elected officials, and others. And that concludes my report, which I kept brief so we can move on to pass a proclamation tonight honoring the amazing legacy of Public Defender Mark Cook, who has served McHenry County for 40 years. Do any members have comments tonight?
I do.
Okay, Ms. Van Hoff first. We'll have you next, Ms. Greeno.
Glasses. Thank you, Chair. Good evening. Will America pass the test? We live in a country where our rights are being exploited. Every day we hear news reports of new assaults, each one more devastating and more dehumanizing than the ones before. On January 7th, 2026, Renee Good, a 37-year-old American citizen, was fatally shot in Minneapolis by United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, agent Jonathan Ross. On January 13th, a Minneapolis couple and their 6 children were driving home from a basketball game when the couple realized they had driven into the middle of an ongoing protest. The couple was unaware that an ICE agent had shot a man in the leg earlier that day, but they sensed that they needed to get out of the area quickly. When Sean Jackson, the father, attempted to back up, the couple noticed that they were surrounded by ICE agents on both sides of the car. According to news reports, Destiny Jackson, the mother, stated that one of the agents yelled, "Get the F out of here." Sean replied, "We're trying." Reflecting on what had just happened to Renee Good, the couple decided not to move the car until the agents got out of the way. They did not want to be accused of trying to attack them. Destiny at that moment heard someone say, "It's about to go down." Federal immigration agents then walked to the back of the car and deployed flashbang grenades and tear gas canisters underneath the car. An explosion lifted the car from the ground before it crashed back down. Meanwhile, the car filled with tear gas, the airbags were deployed, and the automatic door locks were triggered, trapping the family inside. There was smoke everywhere. It was difficult to see what was going on. The couple managed to unlock the doors, and bystanders rushed forward to help family members exit the car. The last one to be rescued from the car was the couple's 6-month-old baby boy. Since the child was strapped in a car seat, it took longer to remove him. When the child was brought to his mother, he was foaming at the mouth and unresponsive due to exposure to the tear gas. Jackson initiated mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Jackson said that in the middle of administering mouth-to-mouth, she paused and looked at her baby and pleaded, "Wake up, wake up, you have to wake up." Thanks to Jackson's efforts and the bystanders' help, the child survived. The baby is now receiving treatments to clear his airway, and 2 of the older children who have severe asthma are also receiving ongoing care. This senseless violence and disregard for human life sickens me. And judging from the peaceful protest, not only in this country, but all around the world, I know it sickens others too. And I wonder, when will it end? I wonder how many innocent people will be murdered, pulled from their homes, their workplaces, and their social lives before our leaders will rise up and say, "This is enough." I wonder how many peaceful protesters will be beaten, tear gassed, and unlawfully detained for exercising their First Amendment rights. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "The ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people." This is not the first time that this great American experiment has been tested. In 2 such instances, the test resulted in bloody wars. The Revolutionary War from April 19, 1775 to September 3, 1783, and the Civil War from April 12, 1861 to April 9, 1865. But we have 3 powerful tools at our disposal. They are a statement from the preamble to the Declaration of Independence, written in 1776, which reads, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men," I'm thinking women too, "that all men and women are created equal, that they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." Number 2, our second tool, the U.S. Constitution, signed on September 17, 1787, which created a stronger federal government to replace the Articles of Confederation. And our last set of tools that we have given to us from the government are the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution, which were ratified on December 15, 1791, and form what is known as the Bill of Rights. I'm not going to talk about all 10 of those, but I do want to focus on Amendment 1. The First Amendment states, "Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of a religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of people peacefully to assemble and to petition government for a redress of grievances. The 5 core freedoms within the First Amendment then are this: the freedom of religion, the freedom of speech, the freedom of the press, the freedom of assembly, and the right to petition. We are facing perhaps one of the most challenging tests of all in the life of our nation, America. We have access to all the tools we need. We can speak up, step up, and take action, or we can sit back, say nothing, and wait for our democracy to crumble. We can choose to peacefully protest and exercise our freedom of speech, press, assembly, and petition. Or again, we can sit back and do nothing because we feel that we are immune to this, or that it won't happen to us, or that what happened in all those other nations that were overtaken by fascism and dictatorship won't happen here. Or we can speak up and demand that our leaders make a change. I leave you with this question: what will you do? Thank you.
Ms. Greeno?
Yes, well, thank you. This evening I am traveling home from the celebration of the national championship football last night for Indiana. And I enjoyed the game sitting next to the, ironically, the general counselor for the DNC. And of course, our wonderful president was sitting there celebrating it also. But what was so great about this championship was the 67,200 people that joined together to watch the very exciting game that who knew until the very last play who was going to win. And this team that went undefeated 16-0 was the first time since 50 years ago when Indiana University also went undefeated and won the NCAA basketball championship. And this happens to come on the celebration of our 250 years as a nation. So I just had to tell you how exciting this is and what a wonderful country this is. And as everybody in every airport and every hotel in Miami have been saying for the last 4 days, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, great. And I don't know if there's anybody in the room that wants to join, but this will be something kind of like the Georgia Dogs. But one more time, just for the record. Hoosier? Thank you.
That brings us to special recognition. Ms. Altoff is going to read the proclamation honoring Mark Cook upon his retirement as McHenry County Public Defender.
And with some latitude, Mark and Mrs. Cook, you want to wave your hand so people know who you are in the audience? Laura, you have to stand too a little bit. Come on. The inspiration behind our very wonderful Mr. Cook is here. And you didn't think I'd embarrass you. Proclamation honoring Mark Cook upon his retirement as McHenry County Public Defender. Whereas on August 1st, 1986, Mark Cook began his career in the McHenry County Public Defender's Office and became the McHenry County Public Defender on February 28, 1992, and has devoted 40 years of distinguished service to the people of McHenry County and the state of Illinois through his exemplary career with the McHenry County Public Defender's Office. And Whereas throughout his career, Mark Cook has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the rule of law, faithfully upholding the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and ensuring that the principles of due process, equal protection, and fundamental fairness are realized in the courtroom. And whereas Mark Cook has been a steadfast advocate for indigent defendants, recognizing that access to competent and ethical legal representation is essential to the integrity of the justice system and public confidence in the courts. And whereas through his leadership and professionalism, he has earned the respect of judges, colleagues, courthouse employees, prosecutors, and the broader legal community while contributing significantly to the effective and fair administration of justice in the 22nd Judicial Circuit. And whereas Mark Cook's legacy endures through the countless individuals whose constitutional rights were protected by his advocacy, the attorneys he mentored, and the institutional strength he provided to the McHenry County Public Defender's Office. Now therefore be it proclaimed by this County Board of McHenry County, Illinois, and the 22nd Judicial Circuit of McHenry County, they hereby recognize and honor Mark Cook for his 40 years of dedicated public service and express sincere gratitude for his steadfast commitment to justice, the rule of law, and the constitutional rights of indigent persons, and be it further proclaimed that we extend to Mark Cook our deepest appreciation and best wishes upon his retirement, with gratitude for a career defined by service, professionalism, and enduring contributions to the justice system of McHenry County. And be it further proclaimed that the county clerk is hereby authorized to distribute a certified copy of this proclamation to the McHenry County Public Defender, County Administrator, Deputy County Administrator, Chief Circuit Judge, and the Trial Court Administrator. Dated Woodstock, Illinois, this 20th day of January, AD 2026.
Come on up, Mark.
Picture. Picture.
It's on.
Get a photo. Let's get a photo first.
Photo first, okay.
Whatever you'd like to do.
Have some waves of photos.
Oh, do I get to get in this too now? Oh, wait, I get to get in this.
Come on down, Pam.
This is nice. Holy cow, I can hang this on my wall.
Let's have you guys move a little bit down a little bit. I'm gonna bear your.
Yeah, you're looking at me. Great job.
If I can't see you, or if you can't see me, I can't see you, so let's have everybody take photos here. Now, let's do, I know we have some judges. Can we get our judges too, please? Absolutely. If you like to embarrass your missus, you can invite her too.
That's right.
A little bit of balancing effect here, even out the judges. All right. All right, everybody smile. Perfect. Thank you, guys.
But I won't exceed any time limit, because I don't have anything prepared. But the judges are used to that. So, I have to tell you that I'm very thankful, Chairman Bueller and McHenry County Board, to even be here addressing you. Thank you very much for this honor. Thank you very much to, well, it's a unique job because you get to meet a lot of different people in the county at different times in their lives, usually not real good ones. But I'm going to tell you that everybody, including the finance department, the wonderful HR department, even the state's attorneys, the civil side, are wonderful. And they're wonderful to work with, and that goes for the last 40 years. It's unique about McHenry County. My investigator, Coral, who most of you know, we are out in the county a lot investigating cases, and it's a beautiful county, and I hope it stays that way. I plan on staying in the county. I've been out to Chemung, and I've been all the way down in Algonquin, Marengo, and up to Spring Grove. It's beautiful, and the people are beautiful. And that's shown here by you guys acknowledging something that I've enjoyed for the last 40 years. I want to thank you. Thank all of you. Thank you to the judges who came out. Dan, you brought honey. I always get a picture with honey. Jill, thank you. Sandy, I love the sheriff's office. They keep me in business. But I'd like to thank all of you, Judge Harmon, Judge Costello, my lovely wife, Laura, who came out because she couldn't believe people were going to say nice things about me. But I love it. I've always have. I'm sorry to go. But, you know, when I realized I had trouble, when nobody in the office knew where they were, when I started, it was, where were you when John F. Kennedy was shot? And then it dawned on me one day that everybody in the office, they don't remember where they were. So it's been wonderful. Thank you again. Thank you for the honor of appearing here and this beautiful plaque and proclamation. Thank you.
Okay, next we're going to move on to zoning petitions. Do any members have items they'd like to remove from the zoning consent agenda? Mr. Collins?
A point of order, if I may, sir.
Sure.
Ms. Screener doesn't seem to meet our attendance policy for appearing remotely at this meeting. It's supposed to be sick, ill, on business, or on county business. And that doesn't appear to be the case. So I'd ask that she be not allowed to participate or vote.
I would agree. What's the mechanism for that? I mean,
Was the vote already had?
Well,
To admit her?
excuse me. I had 2 flights that were changed. My luggage is not with me, and my coat was lost. I'm literally right now in a limo in Algonquin without a coat.
it doesn't really address the
So I've
reasons
done
for not
everything that
being at a meeting. So I'm going to honor Mr. Collins's request. I mean, this certainly does not conform to the board rules and policy for attending remotely. So
Thank you.
with that, do any members have items they'd like to remove from the zoning consent agenda?
Well, I don't understand. Am I
Seeing
being
none?
removed from the agenda?
I can mute her, she can turn it back on. You want me to-
Mr. Kearns?
10A2, please.
Mr. Shorten?
10A3 and 10A4.
10A3? And 10A4?
Yes, sir.
We might as well take them one at a time. I'll entertain a motion to approve item 10A1. Mr. Scala makes the motion, Mr. Smith seconds. Any discussion? Seeing none, clerk, could you open the voting, please? Voting is open. Have all voted who wish?
Excuse me?
Mr. Sager?
Yes.
Mr. Sager, is that a yes for the vote?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay, thank you. And Ms. Krieger? How would you
Yes.
like to be shown? I'm sorry?
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion carries. Next, I'll entertain a motion to approve item 10A2. Mr. Smith makes the motion, Mr. Collins seconds. Discussion, Mr. Kearns?
The reason I would like to vote no on this one is I do believe our LaSalle factors would apply to this particular petition. So that's the only reason I will vote no on it. Thank you.
Mr. Shorten?
I'm going to be voting no on this permit because, conditional use permit, because the proposed commercial solar energy facility is inconsistent with the existing agricultural zoning and use of the surrounding properties. LaSalle factor number one, it may negatively impact property values as expressed by public concerns. LaSalle factor number two, it poses a risk to groundwater and flooding in a sensitive aquifer recharge area. LaSalle factor number three. The hardship to adjacent landowners, including concerns about screening and environmental impacts, outweighs the public benefit. The relative gain to the public as compared to the hardship imposed by the individual property owner. The property is prime farmland and actively farmed, making it unsuitable for this use. LaSalle factor number five, and there is no vacancy to justify the change in use. Thank you.
Okay, seeing no further comment, clerk, could you open the voting, please? Voting is open. Have all voted who wish?
Ms. Krieger, how would you like to be shown?
No.
Mr. Sager, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Motion does not carry. Next, I'll entertain a motion to approve item 10A3. Mr. Scala makes the motion. Mr. Smith seconds. Any discussion? Seeing none, clerk, could you open the voting, please? Voting is open. Have all voted who wish?
Ms. Krieger, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Mr. Sager, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, I'll entertain a motion to approve item 10A4. Mr. Scala makes the motion. Mr. Collins seconds. Any discussion? Seeing none, clerk, could you open the voting, please? Voting is open. Have all voted who wish?
Mr. Sager, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Ms. Krieger, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Motion carries. Okay, next we have public comment. We have one public comment today. First name is Chuck on Ryan Court. I can't read the last name. Did you wish to speak? About the slaughterhouse? No? Okay, we're going to move on. New and unfinished business. I'll entertain a motion to approve item 13A. Mr. Kearns makes the motion. Ms. Von Bergen seconds. Discussion, Mr. Kearns.
We've had a lot of discussion on this and how we would fund this, and there's been a couple proposals, amendments put forward. I would like to amend this resolution to the one before us that, I want to say the Kearns, one listed on the top is the Kearns proposal, but it's what it says. That is the one I would like to amend it to.
Okay, so you're making that motion?
Yes.
Is there a second to Mr. Kearns' motion? Ms. Altoff seconds. Discussion on the motion to amend? Mr. Scala?
Yeah, Jim and I talked about it, and I said that I would allow his proposal to amend to go first, and if that passes, then that's fine with me, and if it doesn't, then I would entertain my proposal to amend. But really, there isn't much change between them, just the $1 amount, whether it's coming out of ARPA interest or whether it's coming out of capital program. So that's the only difference between Jim and my proposals. But in difference, I said beauty was before age, so I'm allowing Jim to go first.
Mr. Smith?
Yeah, thank you. Well, I think it's great that Member Kearns found this other opportunity to fund this program. But the money from the interest for the ARPA interest is the flexibility of it that we can use it at any time for whatever purposes we need. I'm in favor of Mr. Scala's proposal that we leave more of that money in that interest account, and it can be moved to the reserves and or the capital fund at any time, in my understanding. So I will not vote for this one, though, as Mr. Scala said, there really isn't a whole lot of difference in either proposal other than where the money's coming from. I just like the flexibility of leaving it in the ARPA interest account. Thank you.
Mr. Collins?
Thank you. I just want to pick up on what Mr. Smith said. We're looking at three buckets here. We're looking at an ARPA fund bucket, we're looking at a general fund capital bucket, and we're looking at the RTA bucket. Unfortunately, the RTA bucket can only go one way, and that's has to be used for public safety or for transportation. The other two buckets, the general fund, capital fund, as well as the ARPA interest dollars, can be used for a variety of things. So if we remain with the proposal as is, we can always put money back to transportation. If we have a good year in sales tax collections, or we have a good year in gasoline tax collections, things along those types of lines, we can always move money back over to transportation. Once we go in this proposal here, then that opportunity goes away. The money will come from those funds, be spent, and there is no replenishment. And I would ask you not to think about 2026, be thinking about 2027, because that's where some of the challenges are going to start coming in hard and heavy for us. Thank you.
Mr. Kunkel?
Yeah, I am in agreement because the RTA is so limited to how we can use it. This is definitely, the radios are overarching through the whole of the county. The ARPA funds, to be using them now, the ARPA interest funds, to be using them now in January, when we've got 10 more months to sail this McHenry County ship through our current fiscal crises and or lack of, it seems to me unprudent. Again, the ARPA funds can shore back up anything transportation needs if we come to September and October and transportation needs something. But RTA can't help us for anything else we might need in other departments. These radios are critical. We can't get so caught up in the weeds here that we don't pass the radios. I would be more in favor of going back to the original resolution and doing half of this out of the RTA. Honestly, I do know, based on the balance of the RTA, the size of the RTA, and the interest monies that we're making off the RTA, it can fully fund these radios. And as a county, we never tap those RTA funds for anything but transportation. This is the one portion of transportation and security and safety that we could tap this for 100%. I do think it's not smart to use those ARPA funds in January like this is all gonna go easy for us this year. A lot of stuff can happen, and a lot of those things can't be fixed, bought, or taken care of with RTA money. This one can. And we can always help transportation in the end if I'm wrong and we're sitting fat and sassy with ARPA money come September, October. Just food for thought.
Mr. Hendricks?
Just a point of clarification for the amendment. I know a supermajority is needed to pass the resolution.
Simple majority for an amendment.
It will be? Okay. I mean, I largely echo Member Kunkel's comments. That being said, that if one of these two amendments were going to pass, I would support the Kearns proposal. That's my preference. I do think that we need to start tapping into the RTA fund. I think it's frankly the responsible thing to do. We need to take pressure off our general fund levy. But all in all, if it does come down to one of these two proposals, I would prefer and support and vote for the Kearns proposal.
Okay. Seeing no further comment on Mr. Kearns' motion to amend, all in favor say aye. Aye. Against?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, Mr. Kearns' amendment passes. So we're back to the amended motion. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, clerk, could you open the voting, please? Voting is open. Have all voted who wish?
Ms. Krieger, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Mr. Sager, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Motion carries. We'll move on to appointments. I'll entertain a motion to approve the appointments to the Marengo Rescue Squad, Housing Authority, Board of Health, and Ethics Commission as of January 20, 2026. Ms. Altoff makes the motion. Mr. Shorten seconds. Any discussion? Seeing none, clerk, could you open the voting, please?
Voting's open.
Voting is open. Have all voted who wish?
I'm sorry, before we're on to this, I'm not sure that the last motion passed because it required a supermajority vote, and I thought that was 14 and it only got 13.
We discussed this
Whatever the
prior.
number is,
Kyle?
I just,
Under the further appropriations or emergency appropriation statute, 55 ILCS 5/6-1003, emergency appropriations may be made at any meeting by a board by 2/3 of vote of all members
Okay.
constituting such board, 2/3
That's
being
fine.
12.
I was thinking of supermajority at 14, but that's fine. Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
sorry.
Okay. Have all voted who wish?
No. Mr. Kearns, Mr. Gardemiller?
We're voting on the appointments right now.
Ms. Krieger, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Mr. Sager, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Motion carries. Do any standing committee chairs or liaisons have reports for us tonight? Ms. Von Bergen.
Thank you. I would like to welcome and thank Dr. Irfan Hafetz for his willingness to serve as one of the physician representatives on McHenry County Board of Health. At the Public Health and Community Service Committee meeting, the committee formally recommended Dr. Hafetz's appointment to Chairman Bueller. During that discussion, the committee also approved an adjustment to the physician term dates on the Board of Health to ensure staggered terms. This change strengthens continuity and knowledge by preventing the required physician seats from expiring simultaneously. We appreciate Dr. Hafetz's commitment to public service and look forward to his contributions to the Board of Health. I also wanted to remind everyone that the People in Need Forum will be held Saturday, January 31st from 8:30 to 1 p.m. at McHenry County College. Thank you.
Mr. Kearns?
I would just like to remind our members of the Stormwater Commission that Thursday is a meeting that you must attend. It does require unanimous vote, the very first vote that we'll be taking, which is with the municipalities, for us to have future representation. Without the unanimous vote, we cannot conduct any future business. Thank you.
Okay, seeing no further updates, we're going to move on to the routine consent agenda. Do any members have items they'd like to remove from the routine consent agenda? Seeing none, I will entertain a motion to approve the routine consent agenda. Mr. Scala makes the motion. Mr. Shorten seconds. Clerk, could you open the voting, please? Voting is open. Have all voted who wish?
Mr. Sauger, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Ms. Krieger, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Motion carries. That brings us to ordinances. We have one up for review tonight and 6 for action. I'm thinking we need to take these one at a time because there were split votes in committee as far as the speed limits go. So I will entertain a motion to approve item 17B1. Mr. Smith makes the motion. Mr. Gottemoller seconds. Any discussion? Mr. Scala?
Just for clarification for the board, this, is it okay if I just give what happened in
Yeah,
transportation?
but I think we should give a little synopsis of each one, what happened.
So in 1, again, it failed transportation 3 to 4, 2 passed 7-0, 3 passed 4 to 3, 4 failed 2 to 5, and 5 failed 1 to 6. Just for everyone's clarification. And 6 passed unanimously. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, seeing no further comment, clerk, could you open the voting on item 17B1? Ms. Altoff, I'm sorry.
Outside of the vote, is there any clarification as to why the votes went that way? The votes are nice to have, but it would be nice to have a reason why it went the way it went. Do you want to provide that?
Well, I mean, I can share my own personal feelings, but each member voted how they wanted to. The only one I supported was the, number 2. I didn't, again, looking at all the data and information, I didn't feel that the others were warranted.
I would ask for clarification on the discussion that occurred before those votes, not necessarily your own personal, but what the discussion was. Yeah, that's cool.
Mr. Kearns?
Well, you know, sometimes on these, we do have some robust discussion on them. And some members vote no all the time. But this particular one, we actually had, I think it was B2, the Lincoln, which was passed unanimously. And had we been able to go down further, it would have been amended to go even a slower speed limit than what is actually here before us tonight. So that one absolutely is one that we should pass. There were a couple of them that the speed studies actually showed that this prevailing speed was lower than the actual speed limit. So I believe item 5 was in that category. I don't remember a couple of the other ones, but the prevailing speeds were not excessive on those above the speed limit, which is why a lot of them went to no.
Thank you.
Ms. Campbell?
Yes, I was wondering, and you may not have this offhand, but I think it was commented in the Transportation Committee that there were a number of studies that were conducted where the staff came back and there was no recommendation for reduction. Do you know how many of those there were that they had? So 10 or 11 were actually conducted the speed study but came back without a recommendation to reduce it. Okay, just clarifying. Thank you.
Ms. Van Hoff?
Oh, yes, I just wanted some clarification.
Could you pull your mic to you, please?
I'm sorry. I want some clarification on item 3. Did it pass 4 to 3? Is that what was said?
Yes.
Okay. And the first one failed 3 to 4. Is that correct? Okay.
Okay, seeing no further discussion here on 17B1, clerk, could you open the
Excuse me,
voting?
Chair.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian, go ahead.
Yes, thank you, Chair. I just wanted to make the comment that I truly believe that these are requests that are being made predominantly from members of the public, sometimes it's townships, sometimes it's municipalities. But I just believe that there is an important activity and review of these that goes on. Staff, as has been reported by Member Campbell, did review a number of other requests, and they were not recommended by staff. These were recommended by staff. They've taken the traffic studies. I do appreciate very much their recommendation came forward in a positive manner, and so I'm going to be supporting all of these requests because I trust staff to be doing a strong evaluation, and I'm going to lend my support behind their expertise. Thank you.
Okay, now seeing no further comment on this, clerk, could you open the voting? It's open. Voting is open. Have all voted who wish?
Ms. Krieger, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
And Mr. Sager, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Motion does not carry. Next, I'll entertain a motion to approve item 17B2. Mr. Scala makes the motion. Mr. Kern seconds. Any discussion? Seeing none, clerk, could you open the voting, please? Voting is open. Have all voted who wish?
Mr. Sager, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Ms. Krieger, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, I'll entertain a motion to approve item 17B3. Mr. Kearns makes the motion. Mr. Collins seconds. Any discussion? Seeing none, clerk, could you open the voting, please? Voting is open. Have all voted who wish?
Ms. Krieger, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Mr. Sager, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Motion carries. I'll entertain a motion to approve item 17B4. Mr. Collins makes the motion, seconded by Mr. Smith. Any discussion? Seeing none, clerk, could you open the voting? Voting is open. Have all voted who wish?
Mr. Sager, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Ms. Krieger, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Motion does not carry. Next, I'll entertain a motion to approve item 17B5. Going once, Mr. Collins, Mr. Smith seconds. Any discussion? Seeing none, clerk, could you open the voting? Voting is open. Have all voted who wish?
Ms. Krieger, how would you like to be shown?
No.
Mr. Sager, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Motion does not carry. Lastly, I will entertain a motion to approve item 17B6. Mr. Scala makes the motion. Mr. Collins seconds. Any discussion? Seeing none, clerk, could you open the voting? Voting is open. Have all voted who wish?
Mr. Sager, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Ms. Krieger, how would you like to be shown?
Yes.
Motion carries. Mr. Hartman, do you have a report for us tonight? Your inaugural report.
Yes, sir, and I greatly appreciate this opportunity. Just two items. First off, as part of my transition plan, I call it the 30-day transition plan, I've been meeting with department heads and elected officials on what I call administrative one-on-ones. And this is really an opportunity for me to sit down with the department head or elected official and just better understand their office, their thoughts, their visions, their challenges, opportunities. I asked the question, what keeps them up at night? Just because, although I've been working with them for 11 and a half years, you know, it's a different level now, and I want to better understand their organizations. So very productive. I'm about halfway through my one-on-ones, you know, then I appreciate the department heads and elected officials committing their time to sit down with me and give me this opportunity. Secondly, tomorrow, the Chairman Bueller, actually our County Clerk Joe Thierio, our Chief Judge Federer, and representatives from the Circuit Clerk, State's Attorney's Office, DOT, County Administration, EMA, and IT, and several others are going to be meeting to talk about the county's emergency closing procedures. We do have a procedure in place that if the weather is very bad, i.e. frigid temperatures like we had with the polar vortex or blizzards, we'd have a procedure in place on how we close the county courthouse. And it's not an easy undertaking because you got the county operations, you've got the courts, which must continue, but there is a procedure to do that. We're going to meet, we're going to go over those procedures because some now with the county have not been through it before, but also a good chance just to update and familiarize ourselves with what that process is. So really looking forward to it. I think this will be Chairman Bueller's first time going through these procedures with a good review, and hopefully we never have to use them. But we want you to know if the event is that we have to close the courthouse, we do have a process in place, and we look forward to our discussion tomorrow. So that's all I have.
Great. Thank you, Scott. Ms. Altoff?
I'm in line with what you just stated. I do want to commend you for attending the Public Health Board meeting the other night and reacquainting yourself in your new position with many of those board members. I thought that was a very smart action on your part, and I say thank you.
Okay, with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Mr. Scala makes the motion. Mr. Shorten seconds. All in favor say aye. Aye. Have a good night.
Aye.